Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're back again. Or Tom and I are back again. So, Storm here. Tom
You have a
here.
growth on your hand,
A big
and Tom's
growth.
here.
Look how big my fist is.
You have the only thing that could probably kill Omni-Man.
I know. But now we're crossing universes. I don't know. As much as I
Might
love
have
this
to.
glove, I don't really love it, but as a toy, I love it. As a Thanos
You don't wear it in the
glove that
wintertime?
snaps, flips people away, not cool.
You don't wear that in the winter time to keep your hands warm?
Yeah, right? Why doesn't it keep me warm? I don't understand. I do have the Iron Man one as well, but Kim has that one, and it's actually a right glove and a left glove, so then you have, not really a match, but
You can play patty
same
cake.
size. You can play patty cake. We always have a lot to talk about with this show, and it's very intense. I mean, we know what adult cartoons are like, but still, this kind of hits a different level for me because it reminds me of my childhood when we would watch like the old Batman series, and it has kind of like a similar style where it was influenced a little bit. Like I just have that feel of Superman, Batman from the 90s, and that was my kind of innocence. Like you had bad things happen, but it was never to the point where it was disturbing, right?
I mean, I want to relate this to The Boys. You know,
Yes.
it's very
I
graphic.
agree.
You got one hero that is so strong and so powerful that even the other heroes can't stand up against them at all. I mean, obviously the whole Omni-Man wiped out the entire Guardians.
Yeah.
And
And-
like, but the big difference is Omni-Man, wiped out everybody. Homelander, he hasn't. He's done some really bad stuff, but he didn't wipe out his entire team, the entire team.
Yeah, and that's a different story too, because that's debatable. I mean, he only doesn't do it because he loves the fame, and
But could he do it? Most definitely, I'm sure he could.
yeah. And now we have Omni-Man who wants to take over Earth and be supreme leader or something like that. I mean, look what he did to that other planet. He just full out attacked them for attacking Earth, like invading Earth and being like, no, this is my planet, and
He raged
destroyed
on
them
them.
all. So that still like is in the back of my mind, like, wow. So I really believe that we're going to see Mark see Nolan, see his dad like that for what he really is, and what's he going to do about it, And I mean, I feel like he's going to freak out, and it's going to be hard, but he's going to be true good.
I don't
Have
think
to
he's
fight
strong
him.
enough to do much about it right now.
And he's half human, which we talked about before, so we don't know if he's stronger. I mean, I would just assume being half that he wouldn't be stronger than his father, but it might be a good mix that he upgraded and he might be
Those damn
stronger, or
half-breeds.
just, or us humans sometimes we're very hopeful or very motivated. I don't know, and maybe he'll like have enough drive to be better. But I am hoping that Nolan will have a good side, at least with his son. I'm hoping his wife too. I'm actually quite scared for Debbie now because he saw her with Darkblood. And I don't know. I mean, we saw how far he would go with other heroes and what will he do to her.
He didn't see her with Darkblood, but
Evidence.
Well,
Breath.
he felt the coldness in the room, and he knew that she was talking to somebody. So he knew who it was, and she
Yeah.
lied to him. She covered it up.
And she acts really cool because other things happened where she would kind of side glance and then nothing would happen, but it wasn't like a, huh? So she's really subtle about it. And I really think now that she is protecting herself and is being smart and trying to really see what he's about. Like, she's not blind to it and like, oh.
But do you think she knows what's going on with him, or do you think she's suspicious or knows that they're suspicious of him?
Last time I thought so, but now that we had some time to think about it, I'm like, well, maybe she's not. I mean, for her to lie to Darkblood, like we said last time, like, that was the big indicator to be like, yeah, I don't think she's in on it to lie to him. Because I don't think she would have lied.
So do you think Omni-Man's home planet is like they're more like conquerors than they are, there to help planets?
I do think so.
Or do you think he's just a rogue person?
That's actually a good question because it might be a rogue thing, but I just assumed it might be his species doing that. Because they go, you know why? Because when he was telling his son at a younger age who he would become, that he was half of his species, he was saying that they go off once they hit maturity or something, that they
to
go
help
off
other planets.
to help other planets. So yeah, so I totally assume because of that conversation that they all are conquerors. Yeah, so that's not good.
They had some pretty nice things on their planet, so something tells me they didn't make them themselves.
So shall we get into this one? This one's called Neil Armstrong, Eat Your Heart Out.
I hope that's not literal.
I know, I just thought that. I was like, oh God, I hope that's not literal, but you don't know. Oh God. I'm like, no. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this show so far, and I'm curious what Mark is going to do. I mean, I'm happy he's with Amber. I'm kind of sad for Eve, I mean, for multiple things, but she is good friends with Mark, and hopefully they could just stay friends for now. And she was cool about it. She's like, good for you. So that's actually a really good friendship to have someone like, you know, I went there.
No, she doesn't know his personal life, so if his, saving the world is getting in the way of their relationship, that might be a complication that
I think it will be.
work out for them.
I think
it might work out for Eve.
Yeah, I think it might be very complicated with Amber because of the hero thing, and Cecil proved that, and now
the first date, interaction together, she left her in the room for hours.
I know, and she stayed. Then Eve, like, I really think it's going to be problematic for Amber and him. Eve and Mark are going to get closer, but nothing's going to happen because he's still with Amber, and then maybe she'll find someone else. So I think this is going to be a prolonged.
Oh, I hope Eve doesn't go back to her previous love.
I hope not. He was terrible. I mean, and she was great for actually walking away from it, because that's hard to do. Even when he kind of begged her back, like, he was actually really trying to be nice and being like, oh, I messed up, forgive me, and typical, thing to say.
Well, yeah, I mean, he feels bad now, but who's to say he's not going to do it again?
Exactly. So
especially
she was
with three of the same chicks.
To go, like, she cried because it was emotional, but you can cry, she's a superhero, and it's not a weakness, and she didn't go back to him. Like, you can cry, be strong still, and I'm happy she didn't go back to him, So shall we get into this?
Let's do it.
All right. 104.
Crunch.
Oh, perfect timing. Ooh.
Is that a scarab or something?
Mm-mm. I want that. Ooch, ooch.
Dawn and her glow sticks.
I love glow sticks. Ooh.
Interactive tattoo.
Yeah.
It's the mummy.
I was totally thinking that, yeah. Oh, he did all that?
Oops.
Oh, crap.
6 hours later.
Be nice to him.
Hi, sorry. I'm in.
It's so awkward when they do that, but it is funny.
Is Viltrum that different?
Oh, it's very different. We've ended wars all over the universe, brought peace to thousands of galaxies. When your grandparents died, I was lost for a long time. Your mom changed everything. She turned this place from a job to a home.
Good.
You came along.
Ooh, what kind of job?
Changed it all again.
Whoa. She's gonna try to meet with them. Watch out.
He's gonna be right behind her.
Boy, I love not taking out the garbage for a month.
Try not to sweep the girl off her feet too much.
Guess where they're going? Out.
Ooh, out. Everyone's favorite destination for a romantic evening. She thinks there's a conspiracy around the murders.
She needs to quit drinking.
Nolan?
Yeah, she's suspicious.
Wow, those are cool boxes.
Maybe
Oh
not.
my god, look at how cute those are.
He's a high school kid. He's got no money.
I know.
Demons know evil when they see it. If you threaten my family again with your conspiracy theory bullshit...
You'll kill me. Can't hide truth. Wife already suspects.
See, that's not good. He said that. Why? Why are hands bloody?
Thanks. He just.
Ew, 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 ew. Why? Ooh, just the skin. Oh, God.
Great. Did you really have to drill it?
His skin is so thick that he can't use a needle, I guess. Like, so strong. That's how you were made, Tom. You're my clone. Or am I yours?
You did a bad job at it.
Wait, you missed a spot?
Oh, gross. What's there? Ew.
Stare at it whenever you think you're hot shit.
Good motivator.
Ow! What the hell? Ugh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have pinched a nerve.
He's a Vulcan on the inside.
Oh, he did stab him.
Oh.
What did he stab him with?
Okay, what's going on?
Nothing, just work stuff. Don't you dare shush me.
Whoa.
Didn't expect you on me so fast.
Yeah, I'm a little jumpy. Maybe you can understand that.
Why are you here, Cecil?
All right, good job.
I think my doorbell camera just picked that up.
Whoops, crap.
My priority is to my family and this planet. End of story.
I guess this is the part where I volunteer?
The fact that you don't know how far away Mars is exactly why you shouldn't be missing school.
He doesn't even know his own world.
This is why dating regular people is a pain in the ass.
It's not like dating Rex worked out.
Yo, dude.
Ooh.
If you need anything or want to talk about it, I'm here. After I get back from Mars, I mean.
If you're gonna tell Amber the truth, you better be serious about her.
It's too soon.
You got 2 minutes to go.
I'm
You're what?
volunteering, just like you.
Well, that's great. When?
Can I go with you?
56 seconds.
Please don't lose interest in me while I'm gone.
And bye.
Lucky she's so understanding. Look over there.
Yeah, because right away it's like this. His phone's okay in space.
Don't forget me.
I'm
The
still
villain?
out here. Yeah, that was a guy they threw in space, like,
Oh,
early
yeah.
on.
And you've been mean.
I've been under a lot of stress.
You've been talking about home. You never talk
Now
about
I'm scared because I know they
I
fight,
want
but
Mark to know his people. I never thought I would have a family. And then you came along. And I love you.
I hope so. It seems like he really does love her still. I really hope so.
Bad lunch.
It still is okay to eat in space. Doesn't shiver. I was gonna say.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Can't tell if it's awake or asleep.
You guys see that?
I think he's the alien.
Yeah. Maybe not the best color scheme for this mission.
Like, it's a
That
good
his
battery
phone's
life.
okay. Yeah.
And they're all dead.
I know. See, you gotta pay attention. Were they dragged away?
Yeah, it looks that way.
Oh crap.
Our first date was 20 years ago, Nolan.
Mostly I remember you dumping me. Come on, I flew you to Rome.
Yeah, and you expected me to worship you because of it.
But you still feel something's wrong.
Don't you?
Cecil thinks I had something to do with what happened to the Guardians.
You gotta get her closer.
You didn't.
Dragon.
I'm on vacation. Let Cecil earn his paycheck.
People might see you there and be like, why didn't you do anything? To still snoop around, even though he's a demon, like,
Yeah.
he's
Still
dealt
thinks
with
the best way to
worse.
go.
Yeah, he's dealt with worse. And just stops.
Look for a door.
Oh crap! That scared the crap out of me.
Squishy.
So that's how they start off, maybe?
You watched Aliens.
Whoa!
You're looking for,
The original Guardians, weren't they one of them?
leash.
Yeah.
Assume those are like Martian dogs or something?
We speak Martian.
How you learned from us.
English is Martian.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, Mars man.
Not the same, dude.
What is your purpose here? The Sequids are the very reason I captured your people. They are a world-destroying race who left a trail of destruction across the universe. They will rise up as one and savage Mars.
Oh no.
Soon after, Earth.
Oh.
Oh god, they're gonna get shot. Go
Jeez.
behind them.
Yeah, really, shield them.
Oh, they're just open.
There you go. Jeez.
Fuck it!
Let's do this.
Fly. They shoot like stormtroopers, Tom. Oh,
Yeah, right? Now they're actually hitting something.
yeah.
Now I never want to go back.
Never would be too soon.
Yeah, they didn't get far at all with their testing. See? Yep.
Ooh. Wait.
What? What's going on? Are they having sex, or is it like...
No, it's Cecil and...
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Oh. Faster than a speeding bullet.
Mark! Ooh, I've always wanted one of these.
Hopefully there's nothing inside of it.
It's probably worth $1 million. She has no idea.
A
Rock.
Well, thank you for the beautiful, regular Earth rock.
Nope, that means it's one of those creatures' eggs or something.
I know.
But I have to do this anyway.
Gonna kill him. Sending you back to hell.
Dominari Daemonium Meum Mit.
God, the poor guy has to read it.
Be the one to protect him.
Propane. I want to know what his gig is.
You know,
I got a clone?
Version 2.
Chompa, chompa, chewy, chompa.
Cecil never apologizes.
I know.
There's a bug or something in there. I bet.
Everything's fine.
Oh, it's him. He breathed. What?
Ooh.
He breathed. So is he not fully in hell then?
He must have knew that was coming, and he must have maybe did some kind of a spell or something that he can attach himself to.
Something.
Yeah.
Because what were you looking at? Like a book or something? Looked like he had a little book that was tucked away in that closet.
Maybe it was another page of that book that was destroyed.
Maybe.
If they had parts of it, maybe he had parts of it too.
Yeah, because Darkblood's a real interesting character, and even though
he's not stupid.
Yeah, he's not stupid. Even though he's being a detective, I wonder, because he's not even afraid of Omni-Man. Like, I guess he's not dead, but he has to survive in hell, being a demon. So maybe he can stand up against Omni-Man. I don't know. So I want to see more of him in action. Or maybe he's just that way, and he's like, well, there's not really much you could do about me anyways. Like, you can't really hurt him or something.
I don't know. I mean, in the first episode, they said that he can't go back to hell or something, or he has to repent before he goes back to hell, or
he has to keep helping in investigations or something and solving mysteries, I guess, or he has to go back. So he has to serve a purpose on Earth to stay on Earth. So what do you think of Cecil now? I mean, we're kind of on the same plane as last time.
Well, he's definitely knows about it, and he's covering it up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for what benefit? Maybe because he thinks that if it's found out that he knows, Omni-Man can just go rogue and wipe out everybody.
That's what I'm worried about too. So I think he's playing it smart where he's doing bad things, but he has to because look what Omni-Man can do to a whole world.
Well, more like blame it on somebody else so that, you know, this way you have more time to figure out a way to control the situation.
And to put Omni-Man at ease too, because he's been getting so aggravated and short-fused about stuff. So now,
well, I think that's part of the reason why he's letting, you know, Mark go on all these secret missions and whatnot, and putting him to work, try to get him on his side.
Yeah.
So when the truth comes out, you know, he's not just one-sided. Oh, gotta help my dad.
And he even said that he wants to see if he really is like a true person, like a good person, because he's like, I can only deal with one, or we can only deal with one evil right now, which is Omni-Man.
Debbie made a point saying that that ever since Mark found out about his powers, he's been more uptight, more angry, more mean. And I think that Omni-Man knows that once he put that plan into motion, killing all the Guardians, that his time for whatever his plan is going to be going into motion real fast. And now that his son's in the way, he could either be a threat or he could be a great help. So he's trying to get his son up to speed.
Yeah, that would make the most sense, honestly, because if he was just a normal person, maybe he could hide his true intentions for a lot longer, and his son can't do anything about it, so it just is what it is, and he can't use actual physical strength against him, but now he can.
I truly believe that Nolan is in love with his wife and his son.
I really think
so. It is his
now.
family. I hope so. I really do hope so.
Me too.
But I think he's trying to do everything he can, because he did say his priority is to his family first, then the planet. So I do believe that the family first thing is important to him. Yeah. I'm thinking that maybe when he first came here to do whatever he was supposed to do, he fell in love with her, and that kind of distracted him for what he was supposed to do. Yeah. Now he's realizing he's got to get the ball rolling again.
Yeah, because even in the beginning of this episode, he mentioned it was like a job coming to Earth or something, and then she made it more than that. So I truly do think he is really in love with her. But how crazy was it to see them sitting there on one of their first dates and so in love again? So that really established it. And the way that the dragon starts attacking, and he didn't even care what she had to say. He was ignoring the danger, and he was just like, I need to know if you trust me. That was like such a scare for him. That when she said, yes, I trust you, then he's like, thank God I needed to hear that. Like, that was huge. And
I think that was, if she didn't say that, I think he would have had to do something that he didn't want to do.
Yeah.
And
that's scary and sickening to even think that, because he probably would have killed her or something, right?
Well, I still think that could happen down the road, because it's good now, but if more evidence comes to light and she gets more suspicious again, it's like everything's cooled down for now, but especially with this, if this thing that came back from Mars, those face huggers, these things.
That's actually really cool that you wore that today. How ironic. 6 cents.
If those things are coming back, giving people face hugs and taking them over. Now, it seemed like the original astronauts were still on Mars.
There was one that we saw, though, right? Because 4 came back, but 1 looked infected.
Well, it looked like there was all 4 of them were lined up, and they were all, had the face things on. So I'm wondering if those creatures, take a sample and then they can shapeshift into whoever they attach to.
I know. So that's really bad. And with the Martian men that were there, I know that Mark had a mission and he really had to follow through with it. So he did good there, but at the same time,
he didn't pay attention the entire way.
Yeah, he didn't pay attention. And I'm like, well, first of all, he fell asleep. It's his first major mission. He fell asleep, so he lost them. And then he's trying to be like, okay, well, tunnel vision, I need to make sure they're safe, so I got to bring him back. And they're warning him, these species can infect, especially with humans, and they could just wipe out your entire planet. And he's just like, they got to be safe.
Why he wanted to execute the humans, just that there was no chance of infection, spreading to Earth. Because, they said that there would be an uprising. He said that there would be an uprising, they would take over Mars first and then go to Earth, right?
I don't know, maybe. Or maybe they tried to take over their people and they couldn't do it.
Well, their species is not susceptible to them because they can shapeshift and they can't attach whatever. But I guess with the humans on the planet, they might be able to evolve somehow.
Yeah, they actually did say something like that. You're right. So be stronger, because that one that was still there.
Mars is in trouble right now.
Well, yeah, because right when we saw that one human that was infected, there was a wave of those star things coming over. Right? We saw that massive wave that was coming over. So I'm like, did he just summon all of these together like a hive or something? And now
they have a sample of DNA that they can use. So I wonder if they're going to make an army of all these people.
Oh God. Okay, and now speaking of samples, yuck. And now maybe you know what? I mean, they always have invasions and dangers, huge dangers on Earth. So maybe that'll be a distraction of some sort for Omni-Man. I don't know, but
see, Mark, Mr. Invincible, didn't report any of this stuff to even his parents. So all this shit happened on Mars when no one ever thought there was anything on Mars.
Yeah.
Well, none of the humans thought anything was on Mars.
And did a sweet thing with getting that freaking rock, but I bet you're right. It's probably an egg or something. Poor Amber.
Well, I mean, even if it's not, and I think it's like $1 million rock because it's from Mars, you know, it's like, it's a priceless thing.
Mm-hmm. And when Eve said to him, are you going to tell her? And if you tell her your secret, you have to really be involved with her and really care about her. Like, that's a big deal. And I was like, no. And I'm thinking to myself, don't do it. It's too soon. But he is so busy with his superhero life that it's not going to last if he doesn't tell her. But that's a hard place to be in.
Right. But if you tell somebody and you don't have your utmost trust in them, what if they break up with you and then they sell your information to somebody who can really destroy you?
Yeah. So that's really
it's
hard. So it's good that he didn't tell her anything, but I feel like he will soon because she's going to be like...
Look at Spider-Man, though. I mean, he told his best friend who he is because he really trusted him.
Yeah.
You know, they were best friends. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you have to pick and choose wisely. You can't just tell everybody because unless you're Iron Man, you can tell everybody. But
I know, I am Iron Man.
yeah.
But yeah, so this was good. I like how Mark is going on his own adventures and trying, but he really screwed this one up. I really think that's going to be really bad. Now with
He screwed
Robot...
it up, but...
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, he screwed it up, but he doesn't know he screwed it up.
Not yet.
He doesn't know how bad he screwed it up.
But I have a feeling it's going to be pretty bad, right? And now what about Robot? So why did he take that sample? He's making a weird clone.
He's making some kind of a goober or something going on.
I don't know what that is. So I want to say he's on the same page as Cecil, and they're doing bad things to be able to...
Well, Cecil kind of has to know what's going on, right?
Yeah, so maybe he doesn't know about that, do you think?
Or do you think maybe they're trying to... Because they're getting samples of blood from... Well, at least Rex, but I'm assuming he's going to do it with everybody else.
I know, I'm kind of wondering if they're trying to make their own, like, superhuman, like Omni, and they're just fusing all these different superpowers to make this
Going to add them all to one? Or do you think it's going to be
so weird looking?
To defeat them, to have somebody who can fight their powers?
I don't know. I really hope it's just a plan to go against Omni-Man because he's like the worst threat.
They know that Omni-Man had a son and his strength was passed on to him, so maybe by adding all of these superpower DNA to this creature, this thing could be the ultimate force. But that thing was, when they said phase 1, was that Robot talking or was that the Thing talking?
I think Robot said phase 1.
Okay.
I think the creature smiled or something. It was like, oh God.
I
don't know, maybe it talked. I don't know. There's so many questions, and I'm sure a lot of you guys who actually read the comics are like, this is what's going on, and I'm sure you'll fill in the blanks. But honestly, we don't like spoilers, though. So, yeah, I can't wait to watch more. I mean, this is a very good show, and honestly, one really big thing that I love is that Nolan really does seem to love his wife. Like, I know he loves his son, but I wasn't sure to what extent, and I kept thinking the mission was going to come first, and if she starts challenging him, then he's going to get rid of her, which you said it still might happen, but at least he does have true feelings for her. So I'm really hoping that doesn't. That's going to kill me.
My prediction is, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen when Mark has to make a choice as to who he's going to fight for.
Yeah.
His father or for his planet. You know, protect the people that he knows and cares about and loves, or go for his father who's gone corrupt and not the person he thought he was.
That's going to be bad.
You know,
that's really going to show who he is, you know, I mean.
Or he's going to witness his father kill her, and that's going to send him off the deep end.
That's going to really disturb, I mean, anyone watching, but that's going to really bother me. Like, that's going to be so disturbing.
I mean, I don't want it to happen, but she's the weakest link, but the strongest at the same time.
Yeah.
She's the easiest person.
You're right. I think she's so freaking strong. I really love her personality, how she can argue with her husband because they have like a true relationship, and she talks to him like a normal person. She knows about his powers and everything, but she treats him like an equal. And
well, I think because of her, she's holding Nolan back from using his true strength and, you know, to his fullest. I mean, because everything that Mark does is just a fraction of what he can do.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw in the beginning when he was, you know, blasting through, going home from, you know, Everest.
Yeah.
You know,
that part was funny too. The poor guy climbing the mountain, and he's like,
Hello.
I thought like that was such a funny moment, but then I'm like, man, these poor ambitious people who work so hard to get to somewhere that it's like these
How many days of climbing just to get up there in the weather heat they
I mean,
fought?
like, what success? And then it's like you have these freaking superheroes that could just go up there no problem. You're like, what the? I mean, like he was just startled. I mean, it was funnier because I'm like, man, he just went through this whole real challenging trek, and you have these
I was
two
waiting for
guys
them to see like a frozen body up there or something.
I know it'd be so bad, but yeah, I know a lot of people died, going up there, but.
Oh.
But yeah, so it's really cool so far with how we have these superheroes that are like true superheroes, where it's not like we have a lot of violence and evil people, but it's not all like The Boys, where you have a lot of more evil than good. I mean, we do have good, but a lot of the superheroes are evil, and it's like, So.
Well, I mean, look how many people in just 4 episodes. Look how many people that we thought were good have been corrupt. You got Omni-Man, you got Cecil, you got Bobby Hill's in on it too. I don't remember his name, but
I know we keep forgetting his name. I try to write them down, but
all I see is Bobby Hill in it. That's all I see.
He totally looks like Bobby Hill, and to have him read the scripture or whatever.
I just wanted him to say "and propane."
Propane. That's the last part of it.
The last part of it.
But any kind of like curse or chant, like, won't be involved in it. So, oh my God, dang it. So I think we will end it there. I really like this show. I can't wait to watch more. So guys, please check out our links below. You can see our Patreon for reactions, our full reactions up to a week or more early. Yeah, so you can see them really early, and that helps us make more videos for you guys. And we also have merchandise that you guys can check out. So please check out our links. Please thumbs up the video and subscribe. You guys are awesome. Until next time, bye guys.
Watch out for those space huggers.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.